Okay, let's see here. I think we are nearly ready. Are we ready? I think we're ready. Looks like we're ready. I'm Jason Sterling. Of course, this is San Sequoia. This is Rebuilding San Sequoia. Today, we are working on the Mickelson's house. And I love the Mickelsons. They were kind of the family for the new pack, for the new expansion pack growing together. And I particularly love the little baby. I think is like the cutest, little infant ever with the glasses, and she seems a little shy and stuff like that. So very, very cute. Now for the Mickelsons, I went ahead and added the mother of Celeste Mickelson here, or Michaelson. I think Michelson's probably how to pronounce it. Michaelson. I said Mickelson. Michaelson. I added her mother in. Her mother's going to be living with them or is living with them. She's obviously a senior citizen, and she's going to live with them to help take care of the kids because Celeste and her husband, I can't remember the husband's name, Christopher, they both work. They work full time, and so she's moved in to help. And this house is going to be designed with that in mind, with the idea of an elderly relative living here. Now, the neighborhood as a whole, this is called Taylor Square. That's what I've decided to call it. Taylor Square, its houses arranged around a square. The square is kind of communal space. Each of the houses are individually owned, but most of the rest of the space is communal space taken care of by an HOA association. This is based on a very old sort of traditional concept known as a bungalow apartment complex, where each apartment was basically either a single family home or designed to look somewhat like a single family home, in a line connected together by a common wall. And all the interior area was shared, or most of it, the vast majority of it. And people tended to park their cars around back. In this case, I didn't put any parking at all because there's no cars in the Sims. And the lot is not super huge. Now, it's a bigger lot. It's about 50 by 40. It's not super huge. If it had been a 50 by 50 or maybe 64 by 64, I probably would have put parking in around the back, right? And these houses might have been designed a little bit differently. I might have designed a garage on the back of each house or something like that. Also, if you see this concept nowadays, which you do, it's more than 100 years old, about 100 years old, I should say, from roughly the 1920s. In Los Angeles, it was very popular. You do see something of it being used again in this day and age, although typically this house would be on top of a garage, right? So you'd park your car and then go up, and it would be done like townhouse style, but still often separated into single family homes. Okay, that's the breakdown of Taylor Square and why it is the way it is. You guys over here, we've got a little park, little water park area, some swings, a place for people to sit. It's a somewhat larger area over here where you might have picnics and neighborhood get-togethers. Maybe even the HOA meeting might take place over here, right? Kind of hanging out. This is going to be the Mickelson's house. Now, I do have a first floor pretty much mapped out. We've got the windows in place. We're going to have a fairly sizable living room, a very large dining room, and then a pretty large kitchen. Over here is a laundry room. It will also double as a guest bath. Literally a toilet and a sink, but then a laundry, it will be in there as well, washer and dryer. Now, the big change this comes in two varieties. Normally this unit, 3-bedroom unit, this would be a family room, right? And we'd have a closet here, a separate bathroom in case you want to use it as a guest room, and then access to the back porch. In this particular unit, it's going to be customized because grandmother Julia is going to have her room here with a private bath, her closet, and access to something that will act as kind of a private outdoor space for her. Maybe some place to do a little gardening, someplace to put a chair, stuff like that. So it's kind of a little private suite area here for her. And then on the second floor, we're going to have roughly the same setup, master bedroom, bath, and closet. Hopefully it'll come back relatively quickly. If you can still hear me, that's what's going on. Or if it picks back up, that's what's going on. It does look like it has picked back up now. I do kind of see that it has returned, at least momentarily. Hopefully it is, viewable. we're going to put in this here, which is a little bit darker flooring. And speaking of darker flooring, one thing I'm going to do real quick, because I've been thinking about this. I've never been super fond of the yellow. I just don't think I like it. I'm not sure. But I've been back and forth with it. You know, I've got a blue, I've got a red. I thought yellow might be pretty. I've got kind of this light brown, kind of an orangey color and stuff. So I've got these different colors, and I thought, well, that'll be pretty. I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I love it any longer. I am thinking of going with something darker. There's like a purple version of this. I mean, that's why I call it purple, right? Looks purple. Purple version of this. So my thought is maybe to go purple back here. Although not really with that part. I do want that part to remain stone. And so we're going to see. In some ways, I'm worried it'll be a little bit too dark, of course. But I've had this painted yellow since the start, and I just can't dig it. You know, I'm just not getting into it. Every time I see it, I think, oh, I kind of need to look for a different color for that. So for now, during this stream anyway, we are going to have it set as purple. I mean, it looks almost black now. It looks almost black now. I don't think it's black. Is it black? I don't think it's black. I mean, I feel like it's purple. Suburban Dream siding. That doesn't seem like it would be black, right? Let's take a look here at it again. I don't know. We're going to stick with it for the moment. If it doesn't work, we can always go back. I don't really like gray. I think gray's been done to death. We've had so much gray. Everything's starting to look like a minimum security prison or something. So I don't really want to do gray. And I don't really like the lighter ones either. Like the white. I could maybe do white. But man, white's so boring and kind of bland. I really don't want to do that either. So, okay, let's cut to the chase and let's just leave that as what I'm calling purple. We're going to call it purple. Looks black there. Looks more purple there. We're going to call it purple. And then as time goes on, I'll decide whether I like it more than the yellow or not. I really thought I would like the yellow. The problem with the yellow is it's just too mustardy, like a mustard yellow, instead of maybe a sunflower, like a bright, happy yellow, like that yellow there. To me, it felt just too mustardy, and as a consequence, looked a little dirty. It looked like a little bit dirty instead of bright and crisp and clean and new. Okay, enough of that. Enough about color. We're going to go in here to our main house. We have a front door that leads us right into a fairly sizable living room. And I have a lot of different thoughts on it. My thought is we can put like a little desk here for a study area. Or we could put a desk over here for a study area. Now, the thing that really works in the favor of this is that then parents could kind of sit here and do work and see their kids out at the park, right? So that's my thought on that is let's start with the desk area. Back over here in this bay window. A nice little desk, something kind of homey. Something homey. Something that's going to just jump out at me, right? I'm going to get it here one way or another. Let's take a look. Maybe something like that. Now, that looks like a crafting desk because it is a crafting desk. But I sure like the color of it. And would it be a big deal if it was a crafting desk? Maybe this is where they do hobbies or something too. I also like this. That's kind of a fallback for me, though. I mean, I use it all the time, I feel like. We've got that. This is another sort of crafting setup. Actually, it might be great for the kids' room. Let's put that up there. Um, that's with the new pack. Very cool. I do like it. And then we've got, a desk like this, which I've already used recently as well. So I'm at a little bit of a loss. What can I say? I do like it. That's the big thing. I really do like it. And I don't know if all these different crafty cubbies make it look odd or not. But for now, I think I'm going to roll with it. It's got the right color. It's got kind of the right look. And if it's got a little bit of kind of craft stuff there, so what? So what? Let's grab a color for this. Go with some blue. I mean, not blue. Let's go with, not red. Let's go with black. Let's just go with black. Old trusty. Let's just go with plain, everyday, usual black there. And we'll look for a chair for this thing. We do need a good chair. Something comfortable. Something you can use long term, right? Something that's going to kind of fit the style. I might wait with the chair. A lot of times I match the chair at the desk to the chairs at the dining room table with the idea that the thought might be, a homeowner would do it in that fashion so that they could drag the chair over to the dining room table if they needed to try to sandwich in another person. And I like those chairs right there that I just grabbed as I'm talking. I think that's what we'll use for the dining room. It's a little bit rustic, but I think we might keep it a little bit rustic. Let's do that. I'm going to take that light fixture out, and we're going to find a light fixture for the entryway right here. It never fails. Every time I open this, I feel like I've done everything, or I hate everything I haven't done. So I've kind of cast about thinking, I don't know. Let's see what we can find today that might be something. I have not used these yet. Let me take a look at that. It's awfully bright. What colors does it come in? Definitely yellow. Comes in that yellow there. Let's see. We've got something to tone it down, maybe. Oh, boy. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid we're not going to do that. Not really my deal. We have this. This is a good standby, more or less, for like the dining room especially. But for the entryway, I've just gone through everything and not found anything. Let's scan through it again. I don't necessarily have to use, chandelier, but it is pretty typical. It's pretty traditional. Does that hang down very low? Kind of low. Let's make it a little bit shorter. We could go with that. I mean, that's something to start with. We'll throw in a table by the front door. Oh, maybe this. Let me take a look at this one. Something like that. Because I want it to be, this is going to feel maybe kind of homey. Not everything has to match. Maybe stuff is just from different times. Have a kind of a warmer feel to it. Let's see here. If I could count on enough furniture, I'd almost do stuff like this and just pretend like maybe the homeowners like to paint furniture, right? And so a lot of this stuff in the house is painted with these different colors just because that's what they like. They're very vibrant. And so like a lot of color, a lot of different styles. But I don't know that I can count on enough furniture for that. For now, I'm going to leave it like that. But I might come back. I might change it. Definitely, I might change it. Let's see here. I've used like this new mirror pretty much in like everything I've made so far, I feel like, since it came out. Let's look at something else. Oh, I like this. I do like this. This is a new mirror. Now, you know, it's super tall there. And it is super bulky. I don't even think it'll fit. Well, I mean, not really. We could have done it here. I think that's going to look a little weird, though, to have. Yeah. To have a big mirror here and then nothing here. But though I guess we could put the mirror there and put art or something here. I mean, we don't really have a coat closet. So either I could put a coat closet in here. I could carve a coat closet out of here. I really do like it. I just don't, I think it's too big to work in here. I'm going to put it in Grandma's room. Let's pretend like maybe it came from her old house, maybe. We'll see. We'll see if we can work that in. If it seems like it fits, like it makes enough sense to work it in. What else do we have that might work here? We got round, we got that. We have this. This is kind of a cool mirror. It does come in a funky style. So, you know, if I wanted to pretend like they paint a lot of furniture, it does have some options for that. Oh, I like it in gold too. Let's go with the gold there. Does this come in any sort of gold? No, it does come in that blue. You know, for now, I might just go ahead and leave that colored blue like that. Let's just play it up. And if it just seems like it's not working later, that is fine. We're going to go through and change it, you know? But for now, I would like to have something a little more lively. There's just something about the Mickelsons. They do strike me as kind of a lively family. Like they like to have a good time. You know, the little baby in the commercial was always just like, you know, marching all over the place, stuff like that. Children like crawling, stuff, you know. So to me, I feel like they definitely have that sort of feel, you know, like they're just a moving, grooving, individual type of bunch. Let's do that. Now, for furniture here in the living room, I might do the dining room first. I'm kind of afraid of furniture here in the living room. Let's look here at the dining room first. Let's find a table. They are a family, so they like family, like to have family over. Like I said, mom's moved in. They're glad mom moved in. They wanted her to move in. They encouraged her to move in. And so we're going to do a family table for 8, wherever we may do it, however we may do it. I mean, I like this. I don't even want to think it's that no one in the family is gay that I know of. But it's just kind of a pretty look, you know? But then I also think the rainbow's getting used to death. So, like, pretty soon, I've said this before, you know, pretty soon the rainbow's not even going to be anything anymore because it just gets slapped on everything. You know, like toilet paper, you know, bug spray, everything. And especially in June, has a rainbow slapped on it. So it ends up, you know, kind of losing a little bit of what made it special to begin with. I don't know. It's my opinion as a gay man. You know, what can I say? That's getting a little watered down, getting a little taken advantage of. I like that table. Let's maybe go with it. It's really big. There's just barely space for it, but that's okay. This lamp, that's my thought to use in that space. Let's see what colors it comes in before we make a definitive decision here. I don't love it as much now. Now that it's here. Now that it's here, I'm not as in love with it anymore. So let's see what else we have to work with. Poor thing. It's not its fault. It's not its fault. Just fickle with it. Okay. So what do we have for overhead lighting? Not a lot. No. We do have this sort of traditional look, which is base game. I don't really like that either. I need something kind of different and exciting and new and special, and something that really is going to set this family apart, you know? If we do this, does it look okay? I don't know. Now we have this. These are kind of cute. This is kind of cute too. Yeah, let's go with that. That's like from, Cottage Living. That looks good. That looks okay. I like that. Now, let's go here into the kitchen. Did I put under counter lighting in here yet? Yes, I did. So I put these under counter lights in. They're good to go. There should be a cabinet there. Should be a cabinet there, just like that. We've got some green going on in here in the kitchen with the appliances. I wouldn't mind working in a little bit more green, but I'm not real sure that we have a lot of options for that. I'm going to see what we have for green bar stools real quick. So these are our options. What's that? I don't know. It's awfully modern. I kind of like this, but that's green, but the seat's not green. But this part is green. Let's think about it. We're going to think about that one. That's a maybe. This looks cool. I guess it might be way too much green. Kind of a lime neon type of green. Once upon a time, and I've said this before, we had a cast system. We had a system where we could change the color and pattern of literally everything in the game. And it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Makes me want to cry. Let's take these out. And let's try these green ones. The orange might bug me a little bit, but at the same time, the orange kind of ties in with the cabinets a little, very little. Golly. I just don't know about that. I just don't know about that. Let's take green off. Let's see, what kind of bar stools do I have to work with? I do like these, to come in something that's pretty plain, but kind of matches the color, I guess, of the table and the chairs over here at least. I mean, they're kind of modern, but at the same time have a sort of traditional look as well. Anything else? This. I mean, this might work, you know? Again, the color of the wood at least is close. I kind of like the idea of that. It's kind of quirky, you know? Which again, something I was kind of thinking of with this stuff. Throw in a little color and be a little quirky with it. I don't know if that's too quirky, maybe. Hmm. Well, let's put them there. It's not too bad. Let's roll with it. Let's see how it goes. Do. I just don't want to end up with just too much of, oh, look, it's a traditional house type of look. In here, we're going to put our half bath. Let's see, real quick, we could. Do we need any lighting over that? I really don't know. I think not. I mean, it seems plenty bright enough. Maybe a little dark over here, though. Hope that doesn't hang down too low. I don't think it will. I think it'll be fine. Now for the guest bath. We're going to do this pretty simple. We can just do, this type of counter. Sink. And a toilet, of course. I have been using this one a lot. Mostly because the color matches fairly well. Let's just go with that. Let's keep it easy. Let's go with that. We'll see here what we have for mirrors again. We'll look for a mirror. Actually, and I kind of want to keep the mirror relatively unobtrusive. Like maybe this one will do here. I would like to have something even lower on the wall because I'd really like to put cabinetry in this room. This room is doing some double duty. Like that, right? Because we're going to use this as a laundry room as well. That works. That works okay there. And back over here, we're going to put in our laundry. We'll go with a red one this time. Super red. Awesome. Let's put in a hamper. I'm gonna have to play test this. The hamper might get me in a little trouble there, trying to fit it all into this space. In real life, it would be okay. In real life, it would be okay. I do like to put the hamper really close to the washer and dryer so the Sims don't have to carry clothes all around the house, right? So that looks pretty good. And then I guess maybe even to bump up our storage a little bit more, we could just put a cabinet here too above the washer and dryer. And we got a great little laundry room there, right off the kitchen. While we're doing the bathroom, we could go ahead and do Grandma's bathroom over here. We do need a tub. Grandma's going to have a tub, you know, instead of just, well, I don't know, shower might actually be better. A walk-in type of shower, you know, because you could put a little seat in it. Let's take a look at our shower options. See, we could do something like this, right? And then we're going to bring wall across like so. And we'll create something that looks a bit like a glass wall, right? So it's got a glass wall there. I mean, ideally, what I would like to do is bring this on across even. You know what I could? Let's take that out. We bring this on across, and then we use a sliding glass door. We'll have the effect maybe of a walk-in shower with sliding glass doors, right? That one's kind of cool too. Frosted. Maybe for Grandma because she's shy, right? Maybe because she's shy. What other options do we have here? Anything that's small enough? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that is small enough to fit beyond that one that's in place there. We do have this. Is it taller? Nah. It's about the same. So I'm going to stick there with that dream home decorator. And we're going to have Grandma, real quick, we'll have her come and try it out. Let's see here. Right there. She's going to come on. She's going to put Orion down there, and then we'll have her try out this bathroom. There she goes. What's such a cute little baby? Okay, now, Grandma, come on over here and take a thoughtful shower. Okay, so you can't get in. Okay, let's try it this way. Will it work? Probably not, but let's give it a shot, right? Oh, that does work. Okay, awesome. So now we got Grandma a shower here to make it look a little bit more like she's going to have, I could even, you know, it'd be great if we could fit a little stool or something in there. I don't really think we can, but you know, in the future for realism, I mean, in real life, in the future, she might put a stool in there so she could sit down while she's showering. And it's got a removable shower head, you know, so that she can wash easier without standing up. And so it suits, you know, a senior citizen better, right? Someone that she's okay now. She can carry that baby. She can garden. She can do everything. But over the long term, since they're planning on being here for a long time, that works better. Now let's just use the same mirror. Maybe we'll keep some consistency with this in our bathrooms. Put the same mirror in here. We've got a closet. We'll build out the closet later and the bedroom later. Okay, so we're starting to get some stuff going. We got the kitchen, breakfast, dining room, laundry room, Grandma's bathroom. Now we're back here. So we're back here to the living room. What are we going to do? I think what we'll do is we'll actually break down and use some of the stuff from this new pack, right? This new pack. I don't really like sofas and stuff with like blankets and things thrown all over it. But I do like this sofa a lot. And I've used it once already. I think I'll use it again. Put it in here. It does have kind of a homey vibe going with it, right? What options do we have color-wise? See, I would love that if that was all real colorful. Like if it was that blanket on the white sofa, that'd be great. That would be great. If anybody's listening, wants to do it. That's kind of not too bad. It's a little bit darker than I want. It's not too bad. Kind of like that. Again, it's awfully dark. I was hoping for something a little bit lighter over here. Can use that kind of peanut buttery look, caramel type of look, or that with the blue. I'm gonna go with that blue, that purple. Let's see what kind of chairs do we have on order. We've got these. I am not thinking of using one of those, but I might put this rocking chair in Grandma's room. I like that okay. What colors does it come in? They're kind of a red, kind of a blue. I don't think I'm going to use them. I don't think I'm going to use those, no. Let's see here. Now, I do like this. I like this coffee table a lot. Again, I've used it already. We're going to use it again here. That should be fine. And I'm going to need to find a chair, but let's see if we got a couple of little tables. Yeah, like these. Let's put one in each corner. It's pretty tight. But we are going to go ahead and put one in each of these corners. I think. That is really tight. Uncomfortably so. I don't think we're going to do it. This doesn't look very realistic to me. If someone cram a table back there like that, you know, just cram it back in the corner. It'll fit. It'll fit. Then you hear it kind of crack. Oh, whoops. Turn the crack to the corner and it fits just fine. It's good. Let's see here. That's going to be way too big. How about this one? That's not too bad. That's a little bit smaller in scope. Still kind of big. Okay, let's not. let's not get crazy with it. There's got to be, probably they're all going to be about the same size, right? We got that. Yeah. I think I might go into miscellaneous and maybe we just pull out something completely different. Because I don't think any of that is really going to do it for me. I do like this, though. We're going to grab this real quick while we're here. Use it as our sofa table. If we go into miscellaneous surfaces, let's see here. See, I'm thinking something like this, maybe. Roman pedestal. Used to be very popular. Used to see these all over the place for a while, in the 90s especially. And oftentimes they would have, you know, plaster busts on top of them or something. One thing we could do is paint them, right? Keep them in kind of line with maybe yellow. Let's go with the yellow, I guess. So we can kind of paint them, and maybe we can put, I don't think we have any bust we could use on it. And again, I'd kind of want the bust to be painted too, right? So it has a very almost sort of pop vibe, a sort of postmodern feel to it with all the color that we're starting to work in here. We've got these. What color do these come in? Anything crazy? I don't think so. I think they're all normal. Now we've got the cat. The golden cat has kind of a vibe, right? We could do that maybe. We've got this, oh, this. Let's use that there. And colors, does this come in? Got an orange. Let's put the orange one out there. Now, I also would like to have something over here like a plant or something. So let's go through our plants. Let's see what kind of, do we have anything kind of like really fun, over the top, bright colors, something that will really get us going. We do have this. Now there is that, or that, or that. Let me look at that real quick. Is that too much? It might be too much. It looks more like for the kids' room, maybe. In fact, I'm going to go up here and put it in the kids' room. I'm going to keep it in mind because I might forget it. But I don't know about right there. Now we've got this. This comes in some pretty wild looking stuff, right? Pretty wild colors. I like that. Okay, let's do that. Yep, that works. That works just great. It's nice color in here. Let's find a rug. Let's find some chairs. We're going to find some chairs. We're going to add some chairs to this sort of vignette we've got going. We're going to find a rug. And yeah, I'm kind of digging it. I'm kind of digging this. This is looking good. I kind of like all these different colors. Going to have some liveliness in here. You know, the room's going to be alive. Going to make it feel like something, you know, kind of cool, kind of modern. Now, for our chair, now we have the one that I have never used in my life. We have this thing, right? I think I've used it once. Again, that might be the sort of thing that is just a little bit too much, right? It might be going a little bit too far. I mean, it's got to look. Maybe with just that pink pillow, it's not going too far. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. I'm going to have to think about that, but maybe. It's funny, you know, when I designed this room too, I thought, my gosh, that room is huge. And now I'm starting to think, my gosh, what am I going to knock out of here to make enough room for everything to fit? That is, I do think that's a maybe. The pink pillow kind of makes it a maybe. You know, I feel like I'm breaking out of my zone, my comfort zone here, because a lot of times I don't like mismatched pillows and I don't like a lot of this stuff. But I am kind of feeling it this time. We could do something, well, almost like that. Not quite. Not quite. Let's look. What about this? What does this come in? We got some kind of wild pattern. Kind of a bright color there. I mean, that's really not too bad over there, right? I kind of like that darker color. The roses are a little bit too much, but maybe like that. Let's see if we can find real, well, shit. I really need to have a backup chair for each of, maybe for each of these. But I also want to look for a light fixture real quick for behind that wing back. I got this. This would be an option for this. You know? Oh, wow. Especially like that. That's going to be an option for that. For the wing back, maybe Maybe something like this, maybe. That's a maybe. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to just remember that one, and then if it's good, I'll remember it. If not, I'll forget about it and it's lost, right? We have that. That's not too bad for the look we're going for. Does the bright Chester stuff come in anything that's bright? Like we could do that as maybe an alternate. Yeah, in fact, that's actually not too bad. Especially as an alternate. We've got a little bit of orange here already. And if we use this orange, it might tie everything together a little bit. Of course, if I don't use it, then we don't need to tie everything together because it'll all just be kind of a mishmash, right? Okay, let's look for a light real fast. And maybe a rug, because a rug might help kind of tie us all together, you know? Now, a rug. Too much? Maybe, maybe not. Move this out of the way. So, you know, I mean, I can kind of see that. It's a very eclectic sort of look. Let's save that rug for now. Let's get some lights on all of this stuff and kind of go from there. One thing I also wouldn't mind is putting some sort of greenery in that vase. Usually I use bamboo, right? Bamboo shoots. I'd like to do something kind of different this time. Let's see here. We have something like this. Mm-hmm. Put that over there. Now, finally, I've only said this like, I don't know, a million times. Let's get some lighting. Let's get some lighting in here. Let's light this place up. Here we go. We have what to work with here. Love that lamp. That's very cool. I don't know. I don't know about this decor exactly. Might be a bit much. I need something with not too extreme of a footprint as well. Not that. Let's see. This is with the new pack. Let's take a look at it. It's not too bad. I'm going to change the color of it. White, gold. Go with the golden tone on it. See if we can find a couple of sofa tables back here. That is one of my favorite lamps. It's another one that I use maybe a little bit too much because it goes on to so many things so often. Let me zoom in here a little bit. So we've got that, snow. And I use the green version of it a lot too, and the orange. I mean the orange version, not the green. What else do we have? I use this all the time too. I also use those all the time. See, I see this stuff and I think, oh, maybe that. Yeah, I use it all the time. That's why it pops into your head. These, this is kind of cool. I do like this little lamp here. I don't use it very much, but I do like it. We could do those. One on maybe each side. Sort of salt lamps, Leave it at that golden tone. I'd love to find a little table to put by this chair somehow, just to put a lamp on it or something. I do not think I'm going to. I could uplight the corner though. That's something I really do. I do like to do that kind of, uplight objects and items. Definitely gives us some look back there. Maybe not exactly the look I'm going for, but turn it that way. Okay, so not that. Not that. I don't have to put any light there. I just feel like I should. I guess it does not matter if I do or not. We could also try to intersect some lighting maybe into the fireplace. If we've got something large enough that it, will stick out past the fireplace in a realistic fashion, that's not it. That would be nice enough. Something like that, but that would be too much, maybe. Or we have that. That's kind of traditional. Fits okay. Definitely lights up that area like I wanted. We're going to center those a little bit better. Fireplace there. Oh, I don't really want to put it up there. It's a little inconvenient for books. I might be able to move it up like that. It won't be accessible. It'll just be, you know, a look. But it looks okay. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I can put books all sorts of places. I can put books out here too. So we're not going to be stuck with just, you know, up there. But let's put this Moschino stuff up here. I like that. Again, real colorful, fits with the vibe we've got going. Let's get rid of these extra chairs. Now, one thing we're going to need to do, because we do have an infant in the house, is put a high chair up here. Eventually, she's going to need a high chair. What do we have to use for a high chair? We have this. Nice little blue one back there. We have this one, which is a little more in keeping with the dining room table. Let me see here. Give it maybe a purple seat here. Move them in a little bit closer to the table. They want to eat with mom and dad. Do, do, do. Let's grab an umbrella stand. We need a good piece of art here. Not real sure what, but something. Let's drop down and see if we have anything colorful and fun. We do have this, and we have this. Oh, let's do that. And let's make it huge. Like so. Big, bold statement. Is it too bold? I don't know. Maybe. My first thought was grab it. Do it. That's perfect. But my second thought is maybe it's a little bit too much. Maybe it's a little bit too perfect. How about this one? Let's see here. Maybe it's a little bit better. It's a little more restrained, but still pretty bold, still pretty out there. I think we could put a couple of small tables maybe in here. In fact, that might be a great place to use the tables that I did not use just a little while ago. These. Oh, you know what, though? I'm not going to. I'm going to use these. I think. Maybe not. How about that? Okay. I came here looking for this and immediately got sidetracked. So let's do that. Let's do those two tables there. And again, we're going to put some sort of plants on these and maybe will give us some color, some pops of color here in this room, which is pretty brown and gold. That is one thing with this dining room. We don't have a lot of color in here at the moment. So if we try to find something here that's going to be really, really pops. We have this. This is not really pop, but it is pretty cool. Do. Can kind of blend those together a little bit. Might be a little kind of a sci-fi look, but we could do those instead of a table, though. I like the table there because it fits the window so well, color, height-wise. I think we'll go with that. And we're going to look at using some sort of table centerpiece, something nice and colorful. We could maybe use this in orange or purple. It's not too bad. I don't know, though. I might switch these to orange. They look almost gold on those tables, though. Maybe. For now, we're going to leave the flowers like that. Those might change. I like them. I like them. I don't love them. So there's definitely room for improvement there if I don't love it. We could grab a few accessories for here in the kitchen, especially some wall-mounted stuff maybe real quick here. Let's see. Put that back. I don't think we have very much, though, that is kind of green and wall-mounted. Let's see here. See, most of this stuff isn't going to come in green. Now, it does come in kind of orange. It comes in red. We could do some red items here. Doesn't look too bad. Maybe put a red cutting board there. Like that. And there it is. I don't think there's any place, I don't think I ever have enough room to actually put this anywhere. It is so big. It takes a huge kitchen to fit it. So I think we'll leave that off. Won't worry about that. Kind of right here, I would love to put maybe, I guess we could check. We could put maybe picture frames there. Yeah. do those in red. I don't want to get too much red, though. Maybe not. Do they come in green? They come in orange and blue. Let's go with that kind of yellow-orange there. Change that to blue. Make it a little bit more bold. Put some pictures there after they move in. Now let's take a better look at this carpet. I like the general idea of the carpet, but I think I'm going to change the coloring of it a little bit here. I've used this one already, but I still like it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use it again. I think it's got kind of a modern look. This is a very eclectic look. It's a very eclectic look. The rug is very eclectic. It's got a lot of pattern, a lot of color, a lot of style to it. So we're going to go with that. Let's see if we can find a small piece of art to put there behind the chair. Something. What do we have? Something bright. Kind of colorful, kind of bright. I mean, something like that's okay. It's really not that bad. It's just a little bit kind of simpler than I wanted to. Now, we do have this stuff. It's too big, but we could do the smaller version there. Let's do something like that. So it looks a bit like an abstract-ish sort of landscape. Go with that. The rest of this doesn't really need any, I don't know. We could put some art there. I don't think I will, though. It is getting kind of full, right? I mean, it's starting to look a little full. So we've got a lot of stuff in here. This is an active family. They're go, go, go. They are not minimalist. They're not minimalist. Now, they're not exactly maximalist either, but they're not minimalist, that's for sure. We'll maybe put a few accessories on this desk over here. Maybe. See what we've got to work with. Do. That's so cute. I love that. I'm going to remember that for the kids. Just put that, I'll go ahead and put that up there. What else? We got something like this. Oh, it's makeup, but it looks a little bit like art supplies, like some of that other stuff. Let's go ahead and put it there, I guess. I kind of debated there, as you can see, with what side that I think works best. I think it works okay there. It works all right for now. We might move it, but everything might get moved. I mean, everything that's been put down so far, yeah, it might get moved. It might be good. Nothing is permanent. That's a great thing about The Sims. Nothing has to be permanent, right? It's awfully kind of big for that space. Yeah. Do. There is so much stuff to choose from. You have that. Mm. Well. So far, so far, I'm not really coming up with much for the desk. I mean, I kind of want to put something on there. Maybe if we made that smaller. Part of the problem might be I'm not really liking the way it's placing on the desk. I mean, that could be part of it. See, it's really intersecting that computer screen a lot. That helps. That helped. That made it better. Let's go with that. Maybe change this around a little bit. We got red. It's pretty. That's pretty. Let's go with that. That green really pops. Looks super good looking out the window at the park there. And, excuse me, with that, we have the Michelson's new home as far as living, dining, kitchen goes. Grandma's bedroom's got a chair. Grandma's got a chair and a bathroom and a mirror. So she's batting 1,000. She's getting there. And then upstairs, of course, we'll have a little game area. A couple of good-sized bedrooms for the kids. Jack and Jill bath. Mom and Dad's bedroom. And we'll work on those next time. Please hit like, subscribe, and notify if you've enjoyed this so far. We're going to finish the Michelson's house. It is a little bit... It's a little bit to it. It's lively. I want it to be lively. I want it to look like it's come together over time. A lot of different people live here. Mom and Dad live here. Grandma lives here. The kids live here. They all have different things they like, and they all just kind of bring them together, you know? It's not that Mom went out or Dad went out and hired a decorator and said, decorate the house. You know, over time, they've just found pieces that they really like, kind of brought them together, and it didn't really matter if it matched. It didn't have to match. Just it's something they like and something that spoke to them. So we're going to continue on that vein. We're going to continue down that road. So yeah, please hit like, subscribe, and notify to catch that and other things here on the RM Cascadian. And until then, as always, thank you for watching.